Hey, how's it going? Rogers Heating and Cooling. My name is Jack Kim with Mr. and Mrs. Leads. We're a local lead generation and SEO agency here in the Springs. I'm reaching out to you here today because I noticed you're currently doing a little bit of paid advertising through Google, through AdWords, and I was wanted to show you how a bit of effort could really take you to the top spots in the organic search results and for anything related to HVAC and heating and plumbing related, and bring even more traffic and more business to your website than you are bringing in currently. So let me show you a few things that I would do if I were to do the SEO work for you and show you exactly what it might take to rank to the top of Google for HVAC and related services here in Colorado Springs. So what I did right here is I used a tool called Ahrefs. It's a tool that basically search marketers like myself can take a look at a website and look at some of its metrics. So right here, right off the bat, you can see exactly the number of backlinks and referring domains that are pointing to your website. So basically a backlink and referring domains are the number of websites that are pointing back to your website through a link. So in this case, you have 13 websites with 63 links that are pointing back to your website. This is a very important metric in Google's eyes in determining which website should rank above others for a specified keyword or query. In the Colorado Springs HVAC, heating and plumbing services, in general, 63 backlinks and 13 referring domains is not a lot. It's not going to be enough for you to be able to really start playing with the big boys and start really ranking for the top keywords like HVAC, Colorado Springs, heating, Colorado Springs, AC repair, Colorado Springs, those kinds of phrases. So we can see right here, you're ranking for 48 keywords. These are the kinds of phrases like I just said about like heating, repair, Colorado Springs, those kinds of phrases. So you're ranking for 48 of those key terms, and there's about 27 people per month that are visiting your website, right? So basically what that means is, actually this is actually lower than what it is, but 27 people on average are visiting your website per month. Now let me show you one of your top competitors here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. They go by affordableplumbingandheat.com. And you can see right here the number of backlinks and referring domains that they have. So right here they have 4.5 thousand backlinks and they have 167 referring domains. So a lot more than your 13 referring domains on 63 backlinks. Now their backlinks are a little bit spammy, but you can see just how much more referring domains and backlinks and how many websites that are pointing to your website, or I'm sorry, their website is affecting their actual business and how they're ranking in Google SERPs. They rank for 750 kinds of keywords. Their organic traffic, the amount of people that are visiting that website is at least 500. You can see right here, they're actually down 400 from the last time this was measured. So their SEO person has to take care of some stuff, but you can see it's about 1,000 people per month if you're really holding some of those top positions in Google that are coming out to your website, calling your business, or filling out your form asking you to do plumbing and heating repair for them. You can see they've done some paid advertising out here, but besides that, so let me go ahead and talk about the second important thing that is a factor in Google's organic searches. The first being the number of backlinks in the websites that are pointing to your website. You can see from, okay, so your website right here, I definitely would recommend getting a logo. Rogers Heating and Cooling, it just doesn't look too professional just because it's just text in this. Everything else with the website itself is pretty clean. It's just that it's just lacking that logo, and it detracts from the authority of your website just because it's just a text and no logo. This phone number, I really like the fact that it's on the top of the page and it's very visible on a white background. It's black text. What I would make sure this is that it's a actual phone number. So when people see this, they can, especially on their phone, they can just tap on that number and it's going to call you rather than having to copy the thing and kind of finagle with it to get the correct phone numbers. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the amount of content that's on your homepage. You definitely want to make sure that you have a lot of content that's on your homepage, because especially a lot of mediocre SEO people, they're pointing all the backlinks, all of the websites, and all that link juice to your homepage. And when when all those links are pointing to your homepage, Google wants to make sure that you have enough content to show that all these websites that are pointing to your website make sense. And there's a reason why they're pointing to your website, because your website is authoritative, it's got good content, and it's got things that are relevant to Colorado Springs and heating and cooling. So you might talk about the benefits of a heating unit or well-functioning cooling unit. Maybe the money from energy savings they might have. And things, or maybe you have a really quick turnaround time or quick response time. Things like that. If you can add more content and maybe help sell your services, you're working, that's two birds with one stone. You're showing Google that you're authoritative through the amount of content that you have, and you're convincing the people that are visiting your website to try you guys out because you just are different and you're talking about the benefits and people appreciate that. So you definitely want to make sure that you have more content in general, especially in your inner pages as well. So you claim and so you show to Google, and this is something that a lot of other websites don't have, by the way. Most people don't have enough content, so make sure you're adding more and more content on there. You want to shoot for about 500 to 1,000 words per page. The last thing I want to talk to you about briefly real quick is your citations. So citation is basically the number of web directories that your business name, address, and phone number is registered under. So you can see right here your name is Rogers Heating and Cooling, your phone number is this, and your address is, you know what, actually I don't even know if you have your address on here. So if you don't have your address on here, that's absolutely imperative that you have an address, because that's how you get showed up on Google Maps, right? When Google wants you to show up when people are searching for your related thing, but if you don't have your map on there, Google has no way of recognizing that you exist in Colorado Springs. Even if you just sit there and say that you're serving the Colorado Springs area, you're just not going to get as much credit as every single one of these people. Like, okay, if I search up Colorado Springs heating, right? I guarantee every single one of these people on these top three, even like all these organic, they have an address on there because they understand the importance of having address and how that affects the rankings. And it's just such an authoritative thing to have your address on there, because it shows Google that you are a legitimate business that actually does serve in Colorado Springs area, because you have that address on there. And you can then apply the citations. You can apply to all these web directories and show them, hey, I am here in Colorado Springs, here's my Colorado Springs phone number, and this is the kind of services and products that we sell and provide. And that by doing that, a lot of other businesses, even though they have addresses, aren't submitting to these web directories and aren't providing these citations. And so they're not getting the credit. So I think even before you can apply for the citations, you want to make sure that you have your address on there, and then immediately follow that up with citations. Make sure that information is exactly to the T correct, and you're going to get a lot more credit, and you're going to start seeing your rankings go up in Google and get more traffic and more leads from that way, right? So I think I'll wrap that up there. This is the kind of stuff that we do here at Mr. and Mrs. Leads. Of course, you're more than welcome to take this video and show it off to your next SEO person. Use that as an accountability form to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But I hope you found some value out of this. We would love to work with you in the future, but we understand if right now is not a good time or anything like that. You can always feel free to reach out back to us whenever you get a chance. I hope this gave you some more information, like I said. Hope you have a great day and take care. Thank you.